Yo, we are in the building. This, that, and the third interview series. Your boy Steven the Dream. I am here. CIAA edition, folks. Y'all asked for it, so we brought it back. I got more stars. I got bigger star power this time, man, because the people was tuned in. They wanted to see more, so we going to give them what they want. Slim Hood, super producer, in the building with me right now. What's good, which is Mr. Hood.
Hello. How are you doing today, sir?
Good, man. It's good to have you on here, Slim. I'm going to ask everybody the same first question when they get here. Do you have plans for CIAA, one? And two, give me your favorite CIAA moment in the time that you've been in Charlotte.
Oh man, well I'm from Charlotte, so this is about to be crazy.
Right.
Nah, this year I'm just normally every year or the last 3-4 years we've always did events. I have an event tonight at the Rack for artists. It's a platform. Other than that, this week I'm just moving through, touching the people, talking to them, going to everybody else's events. I don't really want to be tied down because this is the last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
I'm just trying to move around. But as far as my best experience, the best experience is when it first happened, when it first started, them first years, like just
it's different, right?
Yeah, uptown being packed, like you can't even drive. It take you an hour, 2 hours just to get through traffic. Like we ain't go to sleep. Like it was like something we ain't never seen before.
I want to ask this also. I'm since you are from Charlotte, have Slim Hood attended any CIAA game?
No. I ain't never attended a Charlotte Hornets game. You want to know the only Charlotte Hornets game I ever been to is when Master P played. I'm real Charlotte.
Whoa.
And it was in the old Coliseum.
Whoa, we're going to have to take it back then.
I seen P play. That was the first time I ever seen that and last time. I ain't never seen it. It was when P played.
Dang. Well, we got to get into the history because I know you know your history. I know you deeply rooted, but super producer Slim Hood is here, man. He does a lot of different things. Let's first start off with what you see behind us here, producer of the year, and that's a cover. That's a cover for something that's coming.
Facts.
But let's talk about the actual award. That was won at the Queen City Awards.
Yes.
Producer of the year for the city of Charlotte. Talk about how it was winning that award, and how you felt accepting it, man. I was there that night, so it was a big night.
I was at the studio actually.
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how was it?
I was at the studio actually in a session, and Figs texted me like, "Yo, you won the Queen City Awards," and I was like, "I was nominated." Like for real, I didn't even know I was nominated.
Right.
Like, so to me, it was. I'm so thankful just because it shows that it was just the people. Like I didn't tell people to go vote for me, nothing. It's just straight the people voted me. So
that's big, man, because that way, that's how it should be. The people should just stand for your work when they know what's going on. You shouldn't have to campaign or anything. It should just be known. And the fact that you won that, tell the people just a little bit about your discography because, I mean, you've worked with everybody, but just if you don't mind throwing a couple names out there.
The first record I did, I engineered and put together with Fetty Wap and my boy Joe Blow, Free Joe Blow. That was the No Tomorrow remix.
Okay.
I worked on that record with them. What else have I worked on? Man,
It's a lot, man.
Bankroll Fresh, Anthony Hamilton, who else? Parlay from Franchise Boys. I just did something with Mr. 704.
Shout out Miss 704.
Did a whole mixtape with the baby. Did numerous records with who else? I did some stuff for J-Way.
It's a lot. The list is long.
Yeah, like pretty much anybody that's been through here, I probably worked with them.
Something that I commend you a lot for is your work that you do with the Charlotte artists, especially. Platinum Plus, which we'll get into, of course. One of the best places to go for your studio recording purposes all around.
Facts.
You have a album that came out called She Platinum.
Yes.
That was when. So of course I've known you and heard your production everywhere, but I'll tell you that's the first time where I realized, oh wow, like there's a range there, there's a huge range there, but it was the R&B tape, and man, you really did your thing on that, man. What made you decide to put something together like that, and how did that all come together as well?
I got too many homeboys.
Okay, okay.
Just to be real. Like I'm the oldest of 9 boys, so I got a
Wow.
lot of brothers. So I just know a lot of dudes. So
Right.
it was just like it's nothing for me to call and get an event popping and get something going, but most likely it's gonna be like 80, 90, 100 dudes.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I want to start doing stuff where I can call and get the ladies to come out like that.
right. Right.
Because like a lot of the ladies just, they don't think that rap is woman welcoming or feminine based or we just trying to smash or whatever. I mean, if
Right.
that's you portraying, then that's you portraying. But if you just coming to have a good time, then come have a good time, listen to some music, and enjoy yourself. So that's why I put out She Platinum. It's just to showcase that R&B talent in the city,
You did. You
and not only
definitely
that,
did.
but also touch more demographics and spread the word about Platinum Plus. So.
Yeah, I think you accomplished it on that one because I was not hip. It was something that was needed to be filled, a void that needed to be filled.
Yes.
I wasn't hip on any R&B besides your Fantasias, Anthony
Yep.
Hamiltons,
Yep.
the ones that of course we know, but the Mel Silences you put me on, Billionaire Rob, Ren Bozzy, like all those artists got a big look, I believe, from that
Yeah.
tape, and the fact that you put it together, man, it shows how Charlotte you really are.
Yeah.
I want to jump into a little bit about Slim Hood, the person.
Okay.
You said you're the oldest of 9 boys.
Yeah.
How was that growing up? Because what's the age range, if you don't mind me getting into how old? you know?
Man, I think my brother behind me, he might be like 3, 4 years younger than me.
Okay.
So it's like it was always kind of like I'd like to say I was more comprehensive or knew what was going on quicker than they did. Like the world hit me before it hit everybody else.
Right,
I was at least 5 years old in
Right.
school before I had another sibling. So it was just like
True.
I'm out here,
Right.
and then I got all these people behind me. So that's really how it felt to me. It was just like you just like I always had followers. Like it's not to say like followers, but it's like I got my brother.
you
So
literally
yeah,
had
like so it's like yeah, so it's like I already like. It was just a mentality. I already had to be a leader. I already had to do certain things, and because it was just that was what I had to do from an early age. It was just instilled in me. So
And with that being instilled in you, was it, motivation and inspiration to, well, let me ask, with 9 kids in the house, I'm sure.
well, no, they wasn't all in the house now.
Okay, so 9 weren't in the
Yeah,
house.
I had
was gonna say,
my mama had it was 3, and then my daddy had the rest.
Were there struggles growing up still, though?
Oh yeah, what? We
So-
moved every year,
Really?
like every year.
So you've been all over.
That's why I'm real Charlotte, because I've lived on every side of Charlotte but the south side. This is the only side of town I never lived on. But I went to Carowinds every summer, so
You was
it
on
was
the
nothing.
south.
Like yeah.
I want to say, was it a lot of inspiration and motivation for you because you knew that they were there looking at you and looking up to you, and maybe not just the ones in the house, but the ones that would come and hey,
Nah,
Slim,
I was focused on what I was doing, man. I think I always been kind of the way I am now, just focused on what I'm trying to do because I know what I'm trying to do is trying to help other people. So I know if I just get this one thing right, everything else gonna fall into place. So I ain't really too concerned about everything else because if I do this, then everything else gonna be right. And I know that they watch it, so as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing,
Then
everything
it's gonna fall into
is
place.
gonna fall into place.
Slim Hood with me here on This, That, and the Third interview series. If you weren't producing right now, where as a teenager was your life heading? Like because like we develop as men early, but a lot of times like 13 to 19, you gonna know. We'll grow up over time, but you're gonna know.
What you gonna do?
Where were you headed at that point in your life between those ages?
Well, I started doing music at 15. So I've
Okay.
been making beats since I was 15.
So it was there early.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then after that, it was pretty much. I always wanted to cut hair. My grandfather was a barber, so I went to barber school. Then in the midst of doing barber school and then the music stuff, I always had a studio. Like I never wanted to be a rapper.
Okay.
I always wanted to be the producer, the guy behind. I always wanted to be Dr. Dre. I always wanted to be Clive Davis. I never wanted to be the rapper.
People should appreciate guys like you.
Like for real. Like you don't have to worry about me getting in your lane.
Right.
And I can and I'll probably murder you, but that's just not what I want
That's
to
the
do.
producers you got to worry about the most because they making the beats. They know how to kill them the best, But you were.
But that's not what I want to do.
Right.
So, and I honestly think that's what helped me too. Is just people know that like I don't want to be an artist, but I just wanted to help.
Okay.
I just want to help the artists and see Charlotte win. I've always like what's going on in Charlotte right now. I'm super excited about because it was not happening it wasn't happening 20 years ago. I was gonna say 10, but 20.
Right.
When I was growing up, 95, 96, 97, 98, stuff like that. Not even the 2000s. Like Charlotte was nothing like it is now.
Were there any rappers that you could look to see at that time?
We had Miss Betty Ford.
Okay.
We had Hot Face back then.
Hot Face. I know about
We had what's the other guy?
Betty Grind?
Betty Grind. We had it's a guy he Anonymous. He got a lot of tattoos on his face.
I know you're talking about.
Anonymous.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
He been
yeah.
around like and they still around through. I see him through the city and all that. So
Really?
it's like it's people been here working. It's just the eyes wasn't on Charlotte yet. So it's and I represent all of that. Like
Right.
that's what I represent. I represent the Charlotte that's past, and I represent the Charlotte that's now.
Let me ask you, Slim, talk about how important support is, because I have seen you. Of course, you throw your own events, as you said, that pack out. But I've seen you pop up at several different events that I was like, "What's he doing here? What? Why he over here? What? It didn't even like.
Hey.
How important is that support that you provide and that you get back?"
I just feel like a lot of people forget to just go out and just be normal. Like
You just gonna have a good time. Really.
I'm just going to have a good time. I'm just going to kick it, or I might just be going to holler at somebody, or show support. But regardless, I'm not. Yo, I ain't going over here. I can only go over here. Like you might catch me in the after hour by myself. Like
Right,
for
right.
real. Like it's just I just be chilling.
Okay. I want to know, as far as like early on, before you started producing. Well, I don't know. You've been producing since you were 15, so I won't say before you start producing. You lost some time in your life.
Yeah.
You lost some time in your life
Facts.
over a situation. Tell me what that time that you lost meant to you, looking back on it now, and how maybe important losing that time was, or how it might have hindered you
Yeah.
in that time. How did that go for you?
It was the best, worst thing that ever happened.
Okay.
And it kind of goes back into what you were saying as far as just the 13 to 19 ages. I started doing music. I had a studio. And trapping, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Trapping, selling guns. Like, I don't even know how we got there.
It was like that.
Yeah, like it was like really like it was like we was like I don't know. Like I'm sitting here thinking now, like I don't know how you got from making music to selling
Doing
guns
that.
and drugs and all of that. Like, I mean, I guess it started with the music, but it didn't start with the music because I was from the hood and I seen all that and done all that. And
Right.
it's just like that was always around. But the jail situation just opened my eyes because it first and foremost, it let me know that people knew about Charlotte. I was fucking amazed. Can I say that?
You can say whatever you want.
Okay.
Man. We live.
Oh man,
We live.
Cool. I was amazed at just going to another place and people knew where Charlotte was because I had never left Charlotte. Like I got locked up by the feds and they didn't give me a bond and said I was a menace to society and all this. This is my first charge ever being
Wow.
everything. And like the federal judge is like, nah, we ain't giving you no bond. You a flight risk. All this.
That's
I
your
never,
first charge?
my first charge. I never been on a plane. And this man said I was a flight risk.
That's fed though. That's
Yeah,
fed though.
yeah.
So
So that's why I say it was the worst, best situation because to me, what everybody talk about, I didn't really lived. Until you see your name, Michael Warlick versus the United States of America, and it's real,
right.
like it's real, like we about to take your life. Bro, what I'm worried about anybody out here for?
You're right.
Like for real, what
Can't
like
even picture you. Can't no nothing.
what you gonna do to me, bruh?
Right. You was facing your entire life right there. during
And
that
then the
time.
police said a maximum of life. It wasn't even no number on the paper they gave me. So I'm thankful for all that because they fucking scared the shit out of me. But at the same time, it showed me and it made me stand up because at the end of the day, you was doing what you was doing. And at the end of the day, they also said, we don't want you. We want your homeboy. But if you don't tell, we gonna take you. And that ain't in my body. So let's go. Let's go. What we doing?
Right.
And even that, at the moment you saying, let's go, let's do it. You just, all right, let's do it. But you still don't know what you got to do. You know you got to do this
But you know
time.
you're gonna have to face.
But it is what it is. And I just said, yo, I'm going to make this the best situation. So when I went to the feds, I met a lot of people that, I go down to Charlotte. I bank in Charlotte. I've been here in Charlotte. I this and Charlotte. I'm like, man. And these ain't
Biggest-
people that
biggest.
look like me.
Okay.
These
okay.
is white people
It's
saying
bigger
this.
than what
So
you
it's like, okay, when I get back to the city, it's something here. All these people ain't coming to my city for drugs. They come here for money,
Right. Right.
for business.
Right.
So I need to get some business about myself.
Right.
Because obviously it's some paper in my city, and I'm not seeing it. So I just started taking real estate classes. I just started taking classes, man.
Are
like,
you in there?
Yeah, prison was like college to me. Like it was
Okay.
in my mind, it was street college.
Okay.
I'm about to get all the information from them and the books. Like
Right.
I'm just about to soak this all game right here. I ain't even this nothing. Let's go. 4 years, 5 years of game. Let's go. And when I came home, I knew what I wanted to do. But I didn't know what I wanted to do because I really wanted to I was gonna go back to doing the barbering thing. I wasn't even gonna open a studio.
Okay.
I was gonna do the barbering thing and all of that, but that's not what he had in store for me.
Right.
I started working at McDonald's and
The McDonald's story. I'll tell you. People may not know, but like I found a video. Shout out to Chezzy Boy. Shout out to Chezzy Boy TV. I found a video of Slim Hood on Chezzy Boy TV from I don't know when it was.
that was like 6 months out of prison. Like I had walked.
So
I ain't even had no car.
He tells this story, or basically just tells how he came out and went to go get a job working at McDonald's, bro. And I'm looking like the Slim Hood I know. I can't see that, you know,
can't see that.
and that shows the progression of, for one, you was willing to work. Didn't matter what it was, but you knew coming out you had to do something. You was willing to work, and then you even evolved yourself to a person that is a CEO, a businessman. That's where I want to transition into now. Talk about the business of Slim Hood, the business of Platinum Plus, kind of some things that you're doing on that side now.
Well, the business of Platinum Plus. Where shall we start?
What's the name? Let's get the name set out of the way, you know?
Basically, I was my homeboy called me one day. He was like, "Yo, this is around the same time maybe that we did that interview." He was like, "Yo, I got the studio session, man. We need an engineer." So I engineered it. And it was over there off of Tuckasegee at the Playroom. I engineered the session, and the dude didn't have an engineer or nothing, so he was just basically like, "Yo, you trying to work here?" I was like, "Yeah." So long story short, that didn't work out, and I got my own situation. It was just like, yo, I need a name. Like, what am I gonna do? What is this? What service am I trying to provide to the musical industry, the community? And it was just like, what you trying to do? And in my head, it was just like, I'm trying to make platinum records. But what else you trying to do? And it was plus more. So it was just platinum plus, like that simple. Like literally, it was just that.
Okay.
The plus is the customer service. The platinum is the records that we're trying to do. So it's just platinum plus.
Talk about some of those services that you provide right now that maybe people don't even realize is a part of Platinum Plus.
We are more a whole lot of lifestyle studio. We're not here just to get money. We here to get money, but we here to help the artists get money and really benefit and go the long haul.
Okay. So
that's what I prefer.
So development.
Yeah.
Are you really gonna take the time to, when those artists come to Platinum Plus, they shouldn't just be looking to record. Now they can.
Yeah, you can. If you want to just come through and just record, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? We'll do it.
But there's more there to offer.
Boom. You know what I'm saying? We plugged in with the Coalition DJ, so now we can record your record and take it straight to the DJs and get it played.
Right.
But if that's not what you want to do, then cool. You ain't got to do that.
Right.
But you know, it's just other different things that we have going on that can actually help an artist move their fan base. And that's really what it is at the end of the day. Is the key is touching the people. So the more people you can touch, the bigger your fan base is gonna grow, and the more dollars you're gonna get.
Slim Hood, when you're recording, knowing, you know, like you said, where you come from and the things that you've seen in life, is it ever hard to record an artist that you know really isn't about what they're talking about in their raps?
It is, but it's not.
Because it's business.
Yeah, but it's just like, yeah, my boy 20 in the back say I'm lying. I'm not lying. Me personally, like I said, I didn't really did all that, so I can gauge by a person if you didn't really, it ain't for me to judge that because I didn't really did that.
Right.
So it ain't for me to even be. I just know put in the situation, you better be about all that you're talking about. Because if you're not, I'm going to talk about that.
There you go.
You can come here and say whatever you want to. I'm cool with that. But when it's time to talk that and do it, the action,
step accordingly.
Stand on it.
There it is.
Stand on it. That's my whole thing. Whatever you say on the mic, just stand on it. As long as you can stand up what you say on the mic, I don't care what you say. Because that's you at the end of the day. You that man. You said that.
Right.
I just recorded it.
You just did your job. You just did your part of the work.
Bang, bang.
Are there any artists that Slim Hood likes to work with directly, like right now? Like, is there any, you got to take with the baby, but is there like anybody that you could see the next tape just straight Slim Hood, straight?
I'm working on something with Mike, man.
Mike? Wait. Mike, man?
Yeah.
Mario Mike, man?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that. I can see where that can go right there.
And it's just authentic. Just we're gonna see how it go. Yeah,
Shout out to the Mike man. Mike man got to come up here and holler.
We're gonna put something together.
Let's talk about producer of the year. Dropping
a few hours
away. Producer of the year. I got the privilege to hear a little bit of producer of the year.
What did you think?
Oh man, you got some hits on there.
Is there any tight beats on there?
I mean, tight beats for specific artists?
I'm just saying in general. Did you hear anything on there that was like, yo, this is a tight beat? That's all I wanted to hear.
No.
That's all I wanted to hear.
It wasn't nothing that I could have been like, he was thinking of this in mind per se. Nah. Everything on there would have been like
blank canvas.
Absolutely.
Whatever
absolutely.
And that's what I
ran
wanted.
it all the way through. I didn't listen to the entire track, but I ran it through.
Yeah.
And I stopped at a couple and I said, okay, that's out of there. And if the person just has to get
deliver
on and do
right,
their part.
exactly.
Absolutely. Those are there. Why did you decide to drop a tape like this?
The same reason they decided to vote for me. Like,
the people.
Like the people, man. Like literally, they voted for me out of the kindness of their heart. So it's just like it's only right. Like real, I'm just a real guy. It's only right that I give back to the people that looked out for me.
Okay.
And then under that, but I wanted to show that, like, this whole I'm from Charlotte and this whole we always didn't stood on Atlanta's back. I'm just trying to just exit that. Like
yes.
I would like. Yes, I mean, people just, they look at the Queen City Awards, or they have looked at the Queen City Awards like it's not that thing, or not, I shouldn't go in this thing. And I don't be going.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm going to do my part to say, yo, I did win, and I'm a proud winner of the Queen City Awards. And y'all, that should be something that you should strive for. And if not, then cool. But at the same time, I just want to show that, yo, my city actually has something, and I'm willing to stand on it, and I'm willing to rock it and do what I'm supposed to do to make sure that the youth and the future does what they're supposed to do with it.
Factual. I mean, you are literally giving the award the attention that it needs. I mean, you're putting it on the tape for one. So now, next year, to assure that Slim Hood don't have two of them things sitting up there, you should be getting to work. You should be getting to work.
And then not on that, but after that, then it's like literally like I'm taking it and making it national, and then after whoever wins it after me, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's up.
Yeah.
So
I like how you think.
Yeah,
man.
I'm always thinking of others, man, because wasn't nobody in Charlotte in the 80s and the 90s, and nah.
Right.
Back when Reflections was around. Reflections Studio. That's the studio where Whitney Houston used to record it. It's right across from middle school. It's a little Salvation Army building. Them apartments right across there used to be a studio. They tore them down and put a studio right there.
Really?
Crushed my heart. Whitney Houston used to pull up right there and record.
Whitney
Houston. The Whitney Houston used to be in Charlotte recording their Reflections.
Shout out to dang.
And now their house is right there. Nobody knows that Whitney Houston used to sing her soul out right there where they sleeping.
I'm sure it's a lot of things in Charlotte that are probably you could talk about that are no longer there anymore. Before we get into some more Slim Hood, we want to get into a quick break, and then I want to, if it's okay with Slim Hood, I'm gonna be the guy to leak some damn music today, bro.
Let's do it.
Can we play a little something?
Let's do it.
All right, then. So it's This, That, and the Third interview series. Steven the Dream, Slim Hood. We'll be right back.
Yep.
we are back in the building. This, that, and the third interview series, CIAA edition. It's your boy Steven, the Dream. We had to take a quick little intermission, man, because it's a lot of platinum artists, platinum producers in this building right now about to be happening. It's a lot of platinum producers in here.
There's a lot of platinum in here.
A lot of platinum. Slim Hood is here with me right now, man. We want to get into a little piece of the project. I'm gonna play a little something off of it right now. If you want to just let the people know kind of, again, we told them why you put this together, but just let them know, like, what can they expect from this tape altogether.
Basically, you can expect this is an instrumental compilation, as my assistant likes to call it, or it's a beat tape. And basically what it is just 15 beats or instrumentals for artists just to do what they do. A lot of people forget the simple things in life as far as, I'm in ninth grade, I'm in the driveway smoking weed with my iPhone rapping. Like, I don't have a lot of money. I don't even know Platinum Plus exists.
Right.
And I'm in Charlotte. Like, you got to really go back to all the way back to where you don't even, like, as kids, we don't even know how to search for information to a certain extent. So it's like, I want to be able to just give the artist something and they be able to just do what they want with it.
Well, basically, if I was an artist, I would go ahead and download this tape. I would go ahead and rap over all your beats. And then I would come holler at you.
And then you would put it out. And then that's what I'm saying. Even if you, bro, you can record these at your house. You can record these at another studio. You can record these. It's not even about me.
Okay.
It's about the project and y'all. It's like just
back to the
point
ones that voted for producer of the year. This is the give back, right?
Yep. Even with the filmmakers. A lot of filmmakers have came to me, bro, I need instrumentals to put behind my beats or behind my stuff. Boom, there you go. It's for everybody.
Slim Hood.
It's for everybody.
Producer of the year drops in a couple hours. We about to give y'all a little preview of it right now.
It's everywhere. iTunes, Spotify,
everywhere.
Amazon, everywhere. I'm getting hard copies too.
Okay.
It's everywhere.
All right, let's get into the record. Let's play it.
Slim Hood made this. March 1st, tomorrow. Hey.
We don't want to give them too much.
Nah.
Yeah, they just got a couple hours to wait. They about to get it.
Facts.
They about to get it.
And
man.
you can pre-order right now.
There it is, man.
And you can pre-order.
Slim Hood, before I get you out of here, man, I want to ask you, what is next? I know I really don't like the what is next question because, I mean, clearly the project is next. But where do you see 2020 being for Slim Hood? If we can look in advance right now, where do you want to see Platinum Plus go, Slim Hood go? Where's that?
Being more of a staple in the city, not with just music, but just on some whole community, like, the city type, like, we involved in a lot of different things and we giving back and it's just bigger than that. Because, I mean, life is a long road. So if you're gonna think about some cash the long road, you're gonna have a long road. So you know what I'm saying? Let's do a little giving back, little charity, little helping out, little cookouts. You know what I'm saying? Just let's catch a vibe. Because you never know where you're gonna meet an artist. You never know when you're gonna meet. You know what I'm saying? This music, this everybody, this is people. It's bigger than, you know what I'm saying, what people think it is. So that's why I see us. I see us going big.
It's gonna go big. I'm for sure it's gonna happen. It was so much more I wanted to get into. We didn't even get into the shirts. We didn't even get into it's so much more I want to talk to you about, Slim. But that just means a part 2 is coming.
Bang, and this just means they got to get in tune. And I do definitely got a lot more stuff coming.
Yeah.
I want to thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely, man.
Because
Absolutely.
I tell a lot of people, and I tell you this, I definitely like this platform. I love this platform. We need more people like this. And like you guys, a lot of people just want to be artists and want to be in front of the camera, but it's so many ways you can be in front of the camera. You're still an artist. You're still painting your canvas.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for doing what you do.
Thank you, man.
And yeah.
That's what it is, man. One more time. Tell them where they can find you, Slim.
You can find me on Instagram at iamslimhood.com. Oh, at iamslimhood.
Yeah.
My website, iamslimhood.com, is getting rebuilt, but it will be back up shortly. They're going to have beats and tutorials, vlogs, everything. I'm getting into all that.
There it is.
All
man.
that. Other
Get
than
the tape
that,
tonight.
get the tape tonight. Tonight, 12
right?
o'clock. It will be out 12 o'clock
tonight.
tonight. You know what I'm saying? And check out my competition, even though he's not my competition, the baby, because he's my guy.
Right.
And you know what's crazy? I'm going to tell y'all something that's crazy.
Talk to me.
I decided, I said, yo, when am I going to drop my tape? I was like, I don't know when I'm dropping. I don't know when I'm dropping. I just like, you know, my birthday is March 16th. So I said, I'm going to drop it before my birthday. I'm going to drop it March 1st. I wake up the next morning, scrolling on Instagram,
Baby on baby.
March 1st. I said, oh, man. So it's all love, man. I'm definitely proud of him. So it's just, to me, that's God telling me that everything is where it need to be.
I mean, who's to say that Slim Hood isn't on Baby on Baby?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You might be.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all this. If y'all don't be surprised if you wake up Friday morning, Slim Hood is #1 and #2 in the nation. Don't be surprised. I'm just gonna keep it real.
Ooh.
I'm gonna keep it real now.
Ooh.
It can happen.
Ooh.
Let's go ahead and get out of here. We're gonna finish playing the beat. Play the beat one more time. We play the beat again. Let the people hear it. And it's this, that, and the third. Volume right there. Yeah. Let the people hear it, man.
Yeah.
Let them bang out to this real quick. Stephen the Dream, this, that, and the third interview series, CIAA edition. Want to thank my guest Slim Hood once again.
Thank you, sir.
And we out, man. Y'all make sure to get Producer of the Year.
Tomorrow.
Let's go.
Hey, that's dope.